Sri Krishna Hari Murari Hina Hinava Sri Sri Krishna Gauri Hari Hinathanara Vasudeva Sri Krishna Gauri Hari Hinathanara Vasudeva Sri Krishna Hari Wow, you all are so nice. Oh Lord, later, let's talk about go sit around. Some places are 5 minutes late, not just sit around the day. It's indeed a blessing to be here again this evening. This evening, as we remember and we observe the 10th death anniversary of the beloved father of the soul, the late Uncle Boodram. 10 years, my friends. Wow, how time flies. And taking with him his wonderful wife after some years. Tonight we remember those wonderful souls, the pictures of this family, this home. And it's indeed a blessing, and it's great and commendable that members of this family, they would have seen it fit to remember their loved ones, although they have gone. And this is so commendable, for without them, we would not have been here. Without them, we would have had no foundation for ourselves. And it is so beautiful that today they can sit and perform Hawan and recite the verses of our scriptures and sing the praises of God in memory of these wonderful souls. That wherever their souls might be at this point, they will be sending these divine, blessed energies to these souls wherever they might be. How indeed blessed, my friends. Again, it is a blessing to be here. together with members of my group as we celebrate the life of both these individuals and as we remember both Uncle and Auntie on this wonderful day. My friends, again, I apologize for being late. I was at another prayer singing and Baba went late and then I had to sing half an hour extra, so I ended up singing instead of 5 o'clock I finished 5:30. But we are a little after lunch. But anyway, it's a good thing I get cramp and I had to jump on the stage. So I had no choice but to stop singing. But nevertheless, I'm also fighting this second lapse of this cold. It's kind of going, I hope. But I can't stop drinking the cold water. Because the hot weather we having, 41 degrees Celsius the other day. 41 was, I believe, on Thursday. Before that, 38. The hot weather we've been having. Yeah. Tonight, not long can have a beautiful cantata with lots of singing. And I know you'll enjoy it from now on. So as we want to begin this evening, I humbly ask that we will clasp our hands, close our eyes, and all heads as we join in opening Pratna. Oh. Oh, oh, Sri Ganesha Namaha, Sri Saraswate Namo Sri Charana Kamalyo Namah Haryo Namah Vakratunda Mahakala Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurme Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvamangalamagalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanyetayamake Gaur Narayani Namostute Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vidhise Raghunatha Nathaya Sitaya Padaya Sri Krishna Govinda Bhagwan Krishna Purushottam Brahma, He is the one who is in control of the soul. We pray that wherever the souls of our beloved Mataji and Pitaji may be, may they be blessed. May they enjoy happiness and comfort. And if for some reason they have returned upon planet Earth, we pray that in whichever home they might be, that their hunger, thirst is satiated. And they're in a home and a family where there is so much of love. And if by chance they have merged into oneness with Paramatma, we ask for the Divine Lord's protection into their souls. Sri Krishna Hare Murari Narayana Jai Shankar. We bow before the feet of Mahadev, Adidev Shankar, he who is Jagat Guru, the greatest of Gurus, that one who is ever in the hearts of Ram and Krishna, he without whom spiritual devotion remains incomplete. To ensure we realize the true merits of our prayer this evening, Hey Shankar Bhagwan, we seek your divine grace. Hare Hare Jai Shankar Om Hare Hare. Once more. Hare Hare Jai Shankar Om Hare Hare. Prem se bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Syama Ramachandra ki jai. Ram Sundar. जिहि सुमिरत सिद्ध हो, गणनायक करवोय गृहसो बुद्धिरा शोभ प्रसुधा वरनो रघुवीरता जोदा भर बोधहीनगा निके सोमीरम चंद्र की जय. This evening, I've chosen, my friends, to read from the very opening of Ramayana. A very beautiful katha that will bring forth many wonderful lessons and teachings that, if applied and put into practice, will allow you and I to become better devotees of God. And wonderfully this evening, my friends, my discourse begins where Bhagwan Shri Ramchandra ji, together with Lakshmana and Sita, they have crossed the Ganga river. And now that they have crossed the Ganga river, my friends, it is said, Bhagwan Shri Ramchandra ji disembarks that boat. Lakshman Sita also disembarks that boat. And now that they have disembarked, Bhagwan Shri Ramchandra ji, he's about to do something. This boatman, he's thinking, he has just crossed me over this Ganga river. He has performed his duty, this is his work, this is his livelihood, and yet he has fulfilled such. But this boatman has also said, it is by crossing persons over this Ganga river he earns a little, and the little that he earns, he is able to take care of his family. Today, this boatman has just performed his job, and if I do not reward him for that sacrifice, then I will be performing an injustice. And not only an injustice to him, but an injustice to his children and his family. Do we think like that sometimes? Let me use a good example, right? You know, today in society, we Trinidadians like to exploit these foreigners who come and work for us. We want to pay them little and mean net and nothing, right? But do we fail to realize sometimes that they have a whole family to take care of? And what's the difference? If somebody from Trinidad do the work for you, you're paying them more than if somebody from foreign do the work for you. Well, the example I really wanted to use there, I'm not sure if I should use it in the live. Well, let me use it tonight. Just a few days ago, some persons called from way down in south for me to come to sing in a funeral. Now, mind you, time, members of the group, PA system, vehicle, and they don't want to pay. It's not that they doing it for the money, but sometimes they don't even give thought to it. All I simply told them, I'm not even giving up, no price, And these are the members of the group and the PA system, and we have some contribution to the PA system and transfer. They said, no, it's okay. They go quiet down south, get up early in the morning, quitting work. You see, people, And you know, she's just be careful how you're talking. If Mom was here, like, even one slap for just saying what just say. But it is so true. People today want everything. That too. But they're not willing to put down the resources then. They want it to come easily. They're not willing to make the sacrifice. And it's so sad. Today, Bhagavan Sri Ram knows this man has just performed his duty. And if I don't reward him, although he said he doesn't want nothing. And sometimes some people will tell you, no, you don't worry, I'll do it for you. But sometimes the goodness of your heart, you still want to reward them with something. This is what Sri Ram was doing. And when we can operate like this, know that you are a divine one. Bhagavan, yes. Bhagavan Sri Ram Chandraji. What did he do? He removes, rather Sita gives to him that ring. And here he is about to present this ring as payment to this boatman. What does this do? Auntie, it's a good thing you have go away home. Look up, dressed up nice and looking nice in red. Who you vote for? Nice. Nice. If somebody giving you material things as payment for something that you would have done, won't you be really happy and grab it? One line we will grab it. But hear what this boatman does. And I want to stress that this boatman, I want to use this word loosely. He was dunce. Academically dunce, but spiritually wise. He lived in the forest. He did a trade. And look at this. He had the opportunity to meet with God. And you know, our scriptures are so sweet, you know. Bhagwan will walk that forest and he'll pass the homes of many of those great ones and sadhus and stuff, but he will stop at the homes of the humble ones. Like Shivali Mata, Jatayu, Sutikshan and all the other stubborn. I remember Chitrama, not Chitrama, just me Chitrama in the last Satsang. We used to play drum. Long time we used to say, what is the difference between the air conditioned temple and the normal temple? Sometimes you have to be so, you're feeling shame to go in the expensive, but the beautifully decked temple. This is his words, Sometimes you feel like those temples are for the elite. This is how he used to speak. But in truth and in fact, Bhagavan this evening, he teaches you and I that what I recognize, you see, there are many people who will go to Satsang and go to the temple and stuff, and they just sit there, but when it comes to pray, they don't pray, Papa. They just go there for going sake. Well, look at that, I really come from food, all of you hungry. They go, well, when we go last month, we really go for the food shoot. Or each while we. My friends, we go for the wrong reason. But if we are really and truly there for the right reason, we will receive the real reward, which is devotion, the blessings of God. Yeah? Today, he's about to present to him this ring as payment, this material thing. But instead of this boatman grabbing onto the material ring that is so precious, he grabbed onto the toe of God. Yeah? Ram probably walking in the forest barefoot. His feet is probably dirty, but he grabbed on the feet of God. Yeah? My kata begins at this point this evening. I'm not doing the entire kata. I'm starting it here to reach at a different point this evening. Beautifully. Let us blend our voices together and sing with so much of love tonight. Sri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Jai Ram. नाथ याद कहाँ न पावे, मिठे दोष दुख का हृदय श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। बहुत काल किन्हीं छोड़े, आज दिन विधि बने भरपूर। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। श्याम चंद्र की jai. I'll admit something, Avinash. When I was coming here, when I came here, I was tired. But I'm not tired anymore. Very rare I go to places and sing and read. And I feel as though I'm not here. But I'm somewhere suspended in the sky, just reading and singing. This is how I feel tonight. Not as if I'm here sitting. Tonight, Bhagavan Shri Ram is offering him this ring as payment. और केवल उस मुरहरी के छाप से चारों पधारा चाहे जिसे दिया करे। रघुनाथ जी बोले उतराई लो। Ram says, please take it. केवल ने अकुलाकर चरण पकड़ लिए। Grab onto the feet of Sri Ram, to the feet of God, whichever faith you might be from, my friends. Visualize this in your mind. This person has just done a service to God. God is paying him with a ring. Instead of grabbing onto the ring, once he did, he grabbed onto the feet of the Lord. Last night in Williamsville, I was reading a katha where there was this tradesman, things was hard for him and life was hard. And he didn't know what to do to take care of his family, and he went to Tulsidas and was begging Tulsidas for help. And what he wanted was to speak to God, to ask God why he had to suffer so much. He wants the darshan of Sri Ram. So Tulsidas tells him, take the trishul and plant it in the ground, make sure the 3 points are pointed up, and go up on the tree and jump on top of the trishul, and you'll go find Ram. You see, sometimes we and I, we want help, and we want things in life, but we're not willing to make a sacrifice, right? Sometimes when our gurus and our elders just speak to us, we don't pay heed to their advice, and we grow to regret it. Here he wants help. Tulsidas is telling him how he'll get the help, but he doesn't trust the word of Tulsidas. And he goes out of the tree, and he wants to jump, but he doesn't want to jump. He said, this man has to be mad. If I jump, I could take my life, I could die. What to do? But at the same time, you see this thing called procrastinating, to do or not to do, to go or not to go? A lot of time we just go through that. From the time you start thinking like that, better you stay home in the comfort of your home, because if you step outside there, something's bound to happen. My friends, Whilst he was on top of this tree about to jump, here comes a Kshatriya hunter. And he asks him, Are, what you doing in top there? He explains everything to him. He says things real hard. I can't take care of my family. I want to meet with God. I want to speak to God. But this Tulsidas tells me to jump on top this trishul and I will meet with God. He says, No, come down. He gives him some wealth, money. He says, take this and go. Start back your business and start planting and whatnot and take care of your family. Well, this is what some people like. They like things to come easy. He grabbed it and he ran. He forgot about he wanted to see God. You see how some of we behave? He forgot about Ram. And now he ran. He got with him money. And you know what happened? The same one who came and gave him the money. You know what he says? He says if Tulsidas just told him if he jump on the trishul, he will find Ram. Tulsidas can't be lying, let me jump. And when he went up on the tree and he jumped, you know what he jumped on? The arms of Sri Ram, Bhagwan Sri Ram grabbed him and hugged him up. You see the blessing that tradesman lose out of? That was my kadha last night. Similarly here, my friends, tonight, this boatman, he grabs onto the feet of God because he understood what God means. He understood the blessings that he will derive there. My friends, I will always say this. I say this and I will always say this. You see the old folks, it is so nice when they are around. And you see this week on, I miss Mamu a lot. For those of you who saw my WhatsApp status, you would see I would have posted him up. And know when I post him up, it's something is bothering me. This whole week. Never forsake and never take for granted our elders and our dear ones and those who love us. Cherish them because tomorrow when they are not here, you know how we're going to miss them? My friends, tonight, he understood what he will get at the feet of God. As compared, you see this? This he can sell it and get some money, but it will be temporary happiness because it will have finished. But the happiness you will get from serving God, no physical wealth could ever match that. People will have all kind of things to say about we playing sadhu and we going temple and this and that every day, but they will never understand. People have so many things to tell me, rest. Look up the years, not last night, night before, I wasn't feeling well at all. I got 2 hours sleep the night. I went to work, I went practice, I came home 4:15 in the evening. And when I finished, as I reached home 4:15, I didn't eat for the day. I ironed clothes, I bathed, put on clothes, and I head up San Francisco. I didn't have any musicians. Went all the way to San Francisco, and I was very tired. And Daddy and they were saying, stay home, cancel it, don't go. But, you see, again I come back to Mama, I don't know why I'm talking about it tonight, but only we can understand the joy we get from this and the blessings of a print. The blessings that we will get from this. And the joy making others not so much happy, but lending comfort to others in the difficult time. My friends, he understood the blessings that he will derive there. So sometimes when people laugh at you and mock you and say, you're playing pundit, you're playing this, you're playing that, you're sadhu now, you forget about this and that, let us say what I had to say. He grabbed onto the feet of Ram. Aribola, he says, he imagine he's at the feet of Ram. Aaj maine kya nahi paya. Today you're giving me this ring as payment, but what have I gotten today? Prabhu, I've gotten the greatest payment ever since I'm crossing people over this Ganga river. And you know what he refers to? He says, Kyuki, because Lord, Pap, all my sins by mere serving you, by mere touching your feet, Lord. In other words, by mere doing the right things in life, it absolves you of all the bad. All my sins have gone. Duk. Today, my dear presence, I see you, the kind of richness I have gotten. Lord, my duk, my sadness have gone. The kind of joy that has come my way. The kind of joy that has now lighted my heart. Today, most all my duk, my sadness have gone, my sorrows have gone. Rog, my worries and bodily pains, Lord, they have gone. And yet sometimes you're feeling sick. But sometimes, as sick as you might feel, as pressured as you might feel, as though the world might be drowning you with problems, when you take that moment and you spend that moment with God in devotion, it takes your mind away. Or sometimes when you get somebody who can speak to you to cheer you up, it makes you forget your worries. He says, all my worries are gone. And you know what he says? Or daridrata se jo jalan nati. I really was dying in poverty. Poverty, look at what he's saying here. But now, it has all gone too. Now he again nothing, He again no money, he again nothing, All he's referring to is an opportunity he had to serve Sri Ram. Look at the joy. When you have prayer in your home and the prayer has completed, don't you feel so fulfilled and happy? This is what he means. Many bahut kal for a long time. Majhuri ki I've been crossing people. Uski bani utarai bidata ne aaj puri de di. But today God has sent a blessing here that I can't describe. Today I have received the most riches of payment. Mujhe samet sab. There is one more thing he says. One more thing he says that he has received. He says, Lord, by me being able to serve you today, Lord, this is what he says. Sab means all. Pitro means my pitras. Ko par kar diya. You see, when we can live a good life and do good, not only does our parents and our loved ones, they are happy for us, But when we can live a good life and be as a family unit together, when they are no longer here, they become happy too. In Bhagavad Mahapuran and Devi Bhagavad, we join Bhagavad Mahapuran and Devi Bhagavatam tonight. There's a beautiful katha in the Bhagavad, well, the whole essence of the Bhagavad, Krishna Bhagavad, where Raja Parikshit has 7 days to live and he chooses 7 days to listen to Bhagavad, right? 7 days and 7 nights. But when he died and he was going, his soul was going, as much as his soul elevated to the heavens, he was coming back down. He listens Bhagavad Mahapuran for 7 days and 7 nights. Papa, he's supposed to be perfect. He thinks I'm good. But every time he tried, every time that soul elevated the heavens, he was pulled down a notch. Why? Because of the actions of his son. Because of the actions of his son. You know what his son would do? Brahma snake stung him and he died. He will take all these snakes and throw them inside the Havan Kun when sadhus will do Havan. He will live that unrighteous life and his father's soul, he wouldn't take that time to pray for his father's soul, but he will take that time to do the wrong things, thereby pulling back his father's soul. And you know what he had to do? You know what that child had to do? His father comes in spirit form and tells him. He had to sit and he now had to listen to Devi Bhagavad to alleviate himself from the sins that he had done. And when he would have done that, then his father's soul will give liberation. Yeah. My friends, so by the life we live and the offerings we make with so much of love, we'll be able to liberate these souls. For God says, Lord, सब पितरों को पार कर दिया by me serving you, Lord. Today I have liberated your soul. You know what? You know what he referred to serving you? A couple of days ago, I was in school and some teachers in the staff room, they were having a discussion. One of the teachers, she's the wife of a pundit. I'm sorry about you. But sometimes when they having the discussion, I just stay quiet. All of you know, let it talk. You don't put in your 5 cents at all. Because, anyway, before I come back to that story, I'm going to get our next story. So the other day I went in a bandhara. They wanted us to sing. So I am setting up the PA system and stuff. So they now come. Well, you know them now and then. More pundit than the pundit. So they now say, yes, you have to get a towel for the outside, for the baba, for the outside, yeah? Outside, put your get a towel. So the lady said, no problem. He say, what color you want? He say, a white one will be better. She said, okay, no problem. She said, it's for my wife, it's hand, a small one or a big one. He said, a big one because you have to cover himself. You know, you put it on his foot, so they don't eat. Won't get messed up with her, and sit down. That's why they put it. So here what he now say, you see how all of them when they done the puja outside, they had to go and bathe and change their clothes. The Baba just put out to cover himself so he wouldn't have to bathe and change. I said, what the hell I hear? They don't even know the Baba here. He's now saying the Baba had to get a towel so he could put it on top of himself. So when he done, he wouldn't have to bathe and Papa, I tell you anything that is here. I listen and myself are laughing. We haven't say nothing. And you know the poor thing about it is people who don't know better believe it and do it. So they were having a discussion in school about Panchamrit. So they say, well, which is true to an extent, but I wanted to tell them why it is so true. They were saying that Panchamrit is just Panchamrit, and when it is used in puja, and you use it in puja, it becomes Charanamrit here. But what I wanted to ask them, how it becomes Charanamrit? Just because you take it and you use it in puja, it becomes Charanamrit? It only becomes Charanamrit when that very set offering that touched the feet, or touched the Shaligram stone, is offered back into the glass. Then it becomes that Charan Amrit, nectar from the feet of God, because Charan means feet. So, Charan Amrit. When the boatman washed the feet of God, he collected the water. When he collected the water, this is what he meant by he liberated generations of ancestors who have gone. He drank of the water. You know, like long time when the gurus would christen the devotees, they will wash their feet. Yes, correct. But now I'm not sure if it is practice. I know in my cousins and their home, they still do that. When the two girls are married and gone, and the boy is still home, and he's also married. But when they have prayers in that home, when the parents have prayers, and the two sisters come and he's there, they wash the guru's feet together and they sip of that water. These things are so important, my friends. But tonight, he's able to look at it. His sadness has been removed. His troubles have been removed. His sicknesses and his sins, his poverty, and most importantly, by doing seva unto God, he would be able to liberate his ancestors. But not only that, seva and service to Ram is, you see, sometimes we look at this thing literally, but sitting down and doing puja and stuff every day. Okay, we say by doing service to God and puja and stuff, we liberate the souls. But what we have to take and what we have to do, my friends, is everything that we do in life is considered service and seva and puja. Our daily life, as we do our duties, that is puja. As a mother taking care of the household chores, ensure everybody in the home is comfortable, has something to eat, and somewhere to sleep, and the home is clean. That is a puja right there. She's doing that with so much of love, bringing happiness to so many persons. That there is puja. That there is seva. My friends. So tonight, in the best way possible, in whatever way, try to live good lives. You know, we just came from a puja, the Pandit was talking. And what he was saying there, it was so true. Even sometimes I mistake this because he says there's some people who may not every single day be able to do devotion or attend temples and whatnot. But you see the way they live? You see the way they live? That in itself is that sacrifice and that puja. Being truthful, being compassionate unto others. For you know, sometimes you wonder, there are some, you know, because he was making a joke tonight, but probably the gentleman who celebrated his 70th birthday, you'll see more often in temple. But what he's saying, sometimes you may not see some people as often in the mandir. But it doesn't mean that they're not living a good life, they're not praying. Tonight, my friends, whatever we do, be genuine, be sincere, always be loving, always be kind. Sometimes it is so easy to do the bad things and think the bad things and say the bad, wrong things. Instead of spending time to do things that will not benefit us, or things that will bring problems for us, and things that will bring bad results, because by sitting and having bad things to say about persons, we would have committed an unrighteous karma. Take the time and devote it to doing something good to elevate ourselves and bring blessings to ourselves. My friends, tonight, I want to remind you that we may not have the opportunity to be like this boatman to serve God and to meet with God. But we have the opportunity to serve God. Service to man is service to God. By helping our brothers and our sisters and those who are in need. Always remember that. My friends, our mothers and our fathers and our elderly ones, serve them, ensure that they are happy. My friends, tonight, Bhagwan Sri Ramchandra Ji, he listens to the words of his boatman, Abhinath Deepayalu, and the boatman speaks again. O Lord, O merciful one, आपकी अनुग्रह से मुझको कुछ नहीं चाहिए. I made that promise to you that I wanted nothing from you. Yeah, today, you know, you get people to keep the promises. Lord, I promised you I want nothing. I saw by your father, I wanted nothing. I will, you know, today you don't get people to do things genuinely from their heart. Every time there are some persons who they will do something, they will only do it for you if they're getting something in return, if there's something to be gained. People are not so sincere anymore. My friends, he says, Prabhu, I told you I wanted nothing. All I wanted to do was serve you and see that you were happy. To take you out of your predicament because you needed a boatman to cross you over this Ganga river. And then he says to the Lord, Lord, ताती भार जो कुछ आप देंगे वह प्रसाद में शिर पर रख लूंगा. Lord, but when we are returning from the forest back to Ayodhya Puri, you will need to cross this Ganga river. Whatever you will offer me at that point in time, Prabhu, that I will take. Lord, whatever you give to me then, I will accept that prasad, that holy offering. I will accept it, Lord. He says, Lord, you keep, because इस समय तो ना लेने को सौगंध कर चुका हूं. Oh, God, this ring didn't belong to you. This ring belongs to Sita. You have nothing. How can I accept Sita's ring? Payment. I want nothing, Prabhu. Nothing. Whatever you bring to me when you're returning, tab le lunga. I will take that. He says, Lord, अपने पितर पार किए, मैंने गंगा पार किया, इससे मैं और आप बराबर में, फिर के बाद आप जो देंगी वहां मैं लूंगा. You are going into the forest with nothing. But when you are returning, you will be returning as a king to be. Whatever you give to me then, I will take. And then, my friends, एक बार उतारना था, सो उतर चुका, अब फिर वही उतरेंगे, तब लूंगा. Then he says to the Lord something beautifully. Lord, if you wish to give to me something, this is what I want. Chop my chances. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Lakshman and Sita tried their best to convince him to take this, but he says no. And then he says, Lord, Siya Surya Sarai Kaho grabs the feet of the Lord. Prabhu, what haven't I gotten today? I don't want anything from you. You know how it is sometimes when sometimes people they don't have, but yet still they don't have, but they find it to give to you. He cried at the feet of the Lord. The Lord picks him up. उसको उज्जवल भक्ति पर देखकर विराट था. Sri Ram cries because not very often when you see people who are sincere. And he hugged him and he placed his hands upon the head of this child. Now look at this. He's a boatman living in the forest, uneducated, doing the lowest of jobs, and God went to him. God allowed that man to touch him. Today we judge and condemn and criticize and ridicule others according to status and everything else. But in the eyes of God, no one is high, no one is low. We are all equal and He loves us. What He recognizes is that the art of devotion and love There's some people, they have nothing, but they have the biggest of hearts. They will give to you whatever they could. But there are some people who can't even give. It's all they could do to is take. But one cried and places his hands on the head of this child. Abirala Bhagati, and he blessed him with never-ending, unflinching devotion to his feet. And you know what this Seva says to Boodram? Lord, I am happy that you are blessing me with devotion to your feet. I always want to love you. But even that I don't want. You know? He says, Siya Sur Sarai प्रभु उनके शिर नवाया, he bowed his head. He says, Lord, all I want is today I have become your boatman and I have crossed you on this boat. This physical boat from one bank to the other. There will come a time where I too will need a boatman, Prabhu. Because the weight of probably my sins and my gura karma, my boat may be heavy. And I will need a good boatman. Because the ocean that I will have to cross will be that vast. And I want, when I have to cross that Bhausagar, that you be my boatman. Today I would have been your physical boatman, but Lord, when the time comes and I would have died and I am no more, I want you to be that boatman who will transport this life of mine, this Atma of mine, directly into your realm. Lord, I want nothing as payment. Today I have received the greatest of gifts. Sab pitaro ko par kiya, I have liberated my ancestors. And this evening again, I must commend the members of this wonderful family. 10 years have elapsed for Uncle, and so many for Margie. And yet still as a family unit you're able to live together and for one common purpose come together today to remember that mother and father. Can you imagine how happy those souls will be? Oh, today Bhagwan Sri Ram listened to the words of his child. This came. And my friends, hearing the words of this boatman, it is said beautifully in this closing doha. Prem se bolo Syavar Ramachandra ki Jai. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare You probably would be very tired. I have a chota sa ghar, a very small home. Will you come to my home and bless my home? Lord, relieve yourself of that fatigue before you can journey to the Boodram forest. And allow me to accompany you. I will guide you, Lord. Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna I have fulfilled the words of my father and I will come into this forest for 40 years. And if I can't step into the kingdom of my father for 40 years, I will never enter the home of anybody. But I bless you and I bless your home. May your home ever be happy, free from calamities and sadness. And may your devotion towards my feet always grow. I love you. These are the words of Bhagavan this evening. He says, my child, remember me. Allow your devotion to be sincere. I love you. I love you. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna pray for those beautiful souls of Manja and Dali, that wherever their souls are, may their souls be at peace. May they be happy. And may they always shower their blessings on the members of this wonderful home, their children, grandchildren. And I pray that may the members of this home and this family continue to live the life restored by Manja and Daji. Continue to make them proud, so that others, when they will see you, they will remember your mother and father and have good things to see. Live for your life, whereby we will never, ever, ever bring disappointment to Mama and Papa. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, प्रेम से बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, श्याम रामचंद्र की जय। Two things this evening as I approach the end of Katha. The first thing, this I wanted to say a couple of nights ago, and because depending on the audience, it is had a hold back. In Ramayana, there's a beautiful episode in Ramayana, Tulsi Ramayana. Two things here that I would like to draw attention to. One day, in the period of Pitru Paksh, Sri Ram and Lakshman, they were not returning, and it was the Amavasya day, the last day of the Pitru Paksh, that new moon day. And they had to make offerings unto Lord Krishna Bhagavan for the Pitras, Raja Dashrath, who had gone. But Lakshman and Sri Ram, they weren't returning. So Sita went, and from the bark of the tree, she created this something looking like Pinda. And Sita Devi offered this, and she offered that tarpan with whatever he had, because they couldn't have had everything in the forest. But whatever was simply offered, this gesture was done with so much of love that Raja Dashrath came there in that soul form and accepted that offering. Now mind you, when Ram and Lakshman came back and they were asking, Sita, have you really done this? She says, yes. She says, they're saying to Sita now, who do you have to bear as witness that you would have done this? Sita says, I have 5 witnesses. 1 is this river. 2 is the sadhu. 3 is this cow. 4 this tulsi plant. And 5 the banyan tree over here. All of them saw this and witnessed this. My friends, says beautifully, when they were all asked to stand witness as having seen what had taken place, all of them lied, except one of them. All of them lied, my friends, with the exception of that Akshavatam, that banyan tree. They all lied. Why? They lied because this is Ram in front of them. You know, there are some people like to impress others. They all lied when they could have bear witness to this. And Sita becomes angry and she curses them, saying that the cow will never be paid homage from its front, because the mother, the cow, she shake her head no. This is why the gobar from behind is so pure. Says now, the sadhu who was there, he lied, and he said no, the Baba lied too. She says, Sita says, you see you sadhu, all go crave for food all the time. Meaning their homes will have no food. Tulsi Mata lied, and she says, this spot here in Gaya, no Tulsi tree will be growing. The river lied, and she cursed that the river will flow to the lower regions, Patal. And my friends, the Akshavatam tree was honest. She blessed that banyan tree, that banyan tree will ever stand proud and ever be green and radiant as ever. This is 1. 2. In Ramayana it is written, there's a verse that I love to read. When Raja Dashrath died, he chanted the name of his son Ram, Ram, Rama, Rama Kahi, Rama Kahi, Rama, Rama Kahi, Ram, 6 times. Tanupari Raghuvar Viraha Raho Gaya Surat Dham. And yet still he didn't gain his liberation. Why? When he called the name of his son Ram, he was thinking about Ram as his son, his material son who he was attached to, and not as God, one. And secondly, at the point in time when he died, in his mind, God was in his mind, but a desire was in his mind. He said, whatever is in the mind at the time of point of death determines what transpires with the soul in the hereafter. And his mind at that point when he died, he had a desire to see his son become the king. And so he was holding on to the material world, so much so when he died, he would not have been able to liberate himself. So much so that when Ram returned from the kingdom, from the forest back to the kingdom, and Ram sat upon that throne, there's a beautiful verse here that says, his father came there to see that celebration and to see his son. And Ram was the only one who was able to see his father. And he bowed at the feet of his father. Our Pitras, my friends, my Father Dan used to always say, if your father or mother, they gone back and they born as some little Chinese child in Japan or China or somewhere, whatever we do here, they will receive it, Whatever we do here, whatever we give it done, and whatever is done during the auspicious periods, the big departure, whatever, they receive it. When they stand there in whatever life they might be in, and they're enjoying happiness and they're enjoying comfort and food and shelter and clothing and everything else, it is because my Guru will always say, it's because we set it here for them. Similarly, we probably have our people selling. We are somebody else's ancestors, and they're selling for us. That's why we are happy today. You see, this is how it works. Our karma one, and the other thing is that which is offered. And I always say this, that two things that help the soul when the soul expires. One is one's karma, and two, that which is done during this period. So the children, and the other thing too, the children to do everything perfect and nice and everything well, but to see if the karma was bad. So my friends, this evening I must commend members of this wonderful family. I have known you all for a very long time, very, very long time. And it's indeed, my friends, commendable and a blessing what you would have done this evening. I pray that wherever the soul of Mama and Papa might be, 10 years for Papa, how many years for Mama? 4? I am sure they are happy. I am sure indeed they are happy. This evening for a short moment, let's recite a couple of verses. Om Narayanaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namo Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namo Krishna 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 Tvam Gatina Gatirna Sansara Nagarana Prasiddha Purushottam Gita Ganga Chagatri Sita Satya Saraswati Brahm Vidya Brahmani Trisandhya Mukti Gehini Ardhamatra Chidananda Bhagavani Vainashani Viratraya Pararanta Tatvarta Jana Manjari Om Madhav Devi Devi Garbhajaranam Gopi Grihi Varnam Maya Prinavitam Parnam Govardhanam Udaranam Kansa Kauravanyanam Kunti Sutapalanam Etar Bhagavata Purana Katitam Sri Krishna Leela Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Prem se bolo Vrindavan Bharlal ki Jai. So one of me this evening, I've come to the end of Satsang. Sorry, my reading. So what else will I do? A couple of very beautiful bhajans, songs, not bhajans. That will take us to around 15 minutes again, right? I know you would have waited a long time for me. I'm sorry. I know some had to leave. So I'll miss out. Not she, I'll miss him out. जब जब आए और मुझे याद, मुझे याद जब जब आए और मुझे याद, मुझे याद जब जब वरता मदा मुझे याद, मुझे याद अपना कोई मैंने नहीं बनाया, तुमने लबों हर एक सजाया। ओ इस प्यार जब जब मेरे तेरा दुनिया बनाए मुझे याद, मुझे याद जब जब बाहर आए और फूल फुराए मुझे याद, मुझे याद तस्वीर माना, तस्वीर तुम्हें तकदीर माना। ओ ये खुशियाँ क्या देखेगा किसा मुझे याद, मुझे याद जब जब बाहर आए और फूल फुराए मुझे याद, मुझे याद, मुझे याद। Somebody who's doing my life this evening has requested a song. I'll be by her home next week. Quite in Marapur. I look forward to being there. This song is a very different song, so I will do it. सौ साल पहले मुझे तुमसे प्यार, मुझे तुमसे प्यार आज कल भी I hope you dance, right? 100 साल पहले मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, मुझे तुमसे प्यार आज मेरे और चले गए सदियों से जिया बेकरार था, जिया बेकरार था आज मेरे और चले गए तुम रूठा ना कर मेरी जमेरी दान तुम हंसती रहती तुम गुजरी सी रात तुम रूठा मेरी जमेरी दान तुम हंसती रहती तुम गुजरी सी मुझे जीत जीत तेरा इंतजार था, तेरा इंतजार था आज है आज गलती 100 साल पहले मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, मुझे तुमसे प्यार था आज है आज गलती इस दिल की मारो मधुर झलकार और ये हंसी ये मस्त बहार तुम्ही से इस दिल की मारो मधुर झलकार तुम्ही से और ये हंसी ये झलवा ये मस्त बहार तुम्ही दिल तो तेरा तलबगार था, तेरा तलबगार था आज मेरे आज तलबगार 100 साल मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, मुझे तुमसे प्यार था आज मेरे आज गलती आज गलती आज गलती See that I sang this song. I'm now in the mood to sing a particular song. A song that, Mom used to sing. And a song that gave me in trouble and thing. But let me stretch my foot and get a little comfortable. Because I caught some cramp in the last Satsang and I had to fly out of the stage. I love this next song. सावन का महीना पवन जीरा जैसे बनमाना सावन का महीना पवन करे जीरा झूमे जैसे बनमाना जीना रे जैसे बनमाना पावन का महीना पवन करे सो जीना रे जैसे बनमाना पावन का महीना पवन करे जीना रे जैसे बनमाना राम ये पुरवी नैया संभलो राम ये पुरवी नैया जैसे बनवाना पावन का महीना पावन करे जीना रे जैसे बनवाना हमको इशारा जाना कहाँ है नदिया मोजा का हमको इशारा जाना कहाँ है नदिया तुम्हारे जाओ तेरा में तुम मेरे जैसे बनवाना पवन का महीना पवन करे मेरा रे जैसे बनवाना जिनकी बलन गई विदिशा आए के प्यार का संदेशा जिनके बलम गई विदिशा आए के प्यार का संदेशा मत वाली बताए मेरा रे जैसे बनवाना पावन का महीना पावन करे सो मेरा रे जैसे बनवाना मेरा रे जैसे बनवाना मेरा रे जैसे बनवाना नाचे. There's one song I will do at the end tonight, and this song I dedicate to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day, and to those who have been me live, Happy Mother's Day, Angie. To my mother, my very own mom, a very happy Mother's Day to you as well. तू कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी भोली है, प्यार प्यारी ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी भोली है, प्यारी प्यारी है, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, जाने का तोता तू फुलवारी ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ अपना नहीं सुख को अपना नहीं सुख को मैंने सिखाया तुम सुना मैं रोया करो मेरे हंसने पे मैंने रोने पे तू बलिहारी ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ कितनी सुंदर है कितनी शीतल है प्यारी प्यारी है ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, तू कितनी अच्छी है तू कितनी भोली है प्यारी प्यारी है ओ It was again a pleasure being here this evening, a blessing. Thank you to members of this family for allowing me the opportunity, and you have been a wonderful audience. I still float in some yet. When I finish, then I'll come back now, right? Let's clap. Class my hands together, close eyes, and let's just join closing. Mantras. Om mantrahinam kriyaya bhaktihinam janaya यर्बूधतं मया देव परिपूर्णं तरस्वमे शिव हरे शिव राम प्रभु त्रिविदिता परिवार अज जनेश्वर यादव पाहिमा शिव हरे विजय प्रतिदिन त्वमेव माता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च त्वमेव विद्या त्वमेव सर्वम् ॐ शान्ति 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 प्रेम से बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की सियावर रामचंद्र की सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय सीताराम। When you will leave here this evening, my friends, have a safe journey to respective homes, a wonderful evening's rest, refreshment as you prepare to please party before leaving, and we'll meet again. Keep good, keep safe, everyone. Seek and Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers.